a quick fire basically of all the season 1 anime that's been coming out. There's going to be some continuation animes and some new ones that have been coming out, and I'm going to let you know what's good, what's bad, what's absolutely trash. Shield Hero Season 3. Alright, if you want something to watch and you're bored and you just want something cool, some action, some drama, and just a continuation of the Shield Hero series, if you like that, go for it, man. I got nothing else to say about this one. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just something to watch if you're bored. Now, I'm going to go into a fire anime. So no Frieren. The characters, peak. Plot, peak. Just everything about it just draws you in, from the animation to, the characters. They have their own kind of sense of self rather than just solely focusing on one character or just the plot itself. It kind of has a nice balance of both. Also, the studio's Madhouse. How can you go wrong with that? It's definitely a good anime y'all should watch. Now I'm gonna hit you up with Goblin Slayer Season 2. Now, this Season 1, honestly, like, once you get past the first episode, I'm not gonna say what's in the first episode, but once you get past that, it kind of transitions into, like, a cool, vengeful character, mysterious, and it's something alluring about it. And then Season 2 kind of transforms into something where it's, like, a little less serious, and they kind of turn it not into a slice of life, but more into something that you can just turn your brain off and watch and not really have to worry about what's going on, because it's kind of just a continuation of the plot, which I think they fumbled and could have done a little bit better if they took it more seriously. But maybe they're just following how the manga goes, and hopefully it gets better from here. But it's nearing the end of the season and nothing's crazy happening, so I'm really hoping I'm wrong about this and something crazy's about to go down. But next, I'm about to hit you guys up with the Eminence in the Shadows Season 2. I mean, like, I don't really have to say anything about this, do I? Comedy's there, action's there. It's just a hilarious, fun anime to watch. You could never go wrong with this, especially the second season. It's fire. Just give it a try. And now I'm going to hop into Dr. Stone New World Part 2. I've heard some great things about this season, and I know we've talked some smack about Dr. Stone, but I'm hearing this season it's really taken off. It's really taken a twist, and honestly, it grew on me a lot, and it kind of transformed the whole series into like something that you could watch and just enjoy, to something that you could like really look forward to every single episode. The animation is still as good as it is, and they're kind of just making the story way cooler than it was before and way more interesting. So they're actually popping off with almost, what is this, a season 3 or season 4 of this, and definitely give this one a try. Dr. Stone's always good, pretty good. Now, oh my god, Undead Unluck, yo. If you don't like this series, there's something wrong with you. So basically, it's about these guys they're called Negators. They have powers, essentially. And our main character is a little bit like Deadpool. Nothing can kill this dude. And basically, he's lived such a long life, he keeps a blade in his forehead, which basically suppresses his memories and some of his other like stuff, because he was tortured before. And it kind of just makes him into the person he is, because he blocks off a certain part of his brain. But he meets this girl who has this power, and she hates her power. It's the power of unluck. If you touch her skin or any part of her, you get a series of unluck. And it eventually killed her uncle, and she was getting ready to kill herself when Undead found her. And basically, he brought her into the world of the Negators and kind of transformed her life to something that was hopeless into something that actually has hope. And basically, his goal is to get the ultimate unluck from her, and it's kind of through contact with the skin, which means he needs to get in her pants in order to die. So he's kind of looking away to die, but it kind of like transforms into these two who are both looking to die, to where they're growing together and transforming into something else and something positive. And it's kind of a cool twist, and I'm actually so excited. The action's there, the plot's there, the characters are cool. So if you're looking for something fun, action to watch with a lot of comedy, this is the one. Shangri-La Frontier. Damn, that took a lot of tries. But basically, this anime is so well done. Usually, I think video game animes is kind of iffy. I don't think it's that cool of a plot. But I honestly gave this one a chance, and it blew my mind, honestly. It's basically this guy who plays trash VR games, where it's a lot harder than it should be. And he plays this mainstream, super popular one that's, like, perfect in every way. Like, it's You're able to move perfectly. All the games make sense. There's nothing buggy or weird about the game. And basically, he's just a really good gamer. And that sounds so dumb, but the animation is so cool. The way they make this video game and kind of the connection to real life, they do well. Like compared to any other thing, where they only focus on the inside part of the game and not really the external life of the characters. And they kind of blend the two and make it extremely cool. And it's got an action, adventure, fantasy that you'll fall in love with immediately the second you try it. You'll look at it a little funny the first episode, but I promise you, if you get a chance, it'll grow on you and you'll love it. Tokyo Revengers, I mean, it's just a continuation. You can never go wrong with some Tokyo Revengers, but it's getting a little repetitive. I honestly was looking for something cool, something new this season, and it wasn't really my top priority. But if you love the Tokyo Revengers series, go for it. It's definitely another good one to watch. And I'm gonna go into the Kingdoms of Ruin. All right, this is basically a vengeful, like, revenge anime. Mid characters, mid plot, and it's just, I think they could have done it a lot better. I don't know if it's not the same as a manga, but it's not it. Now, Khalil won't give this one a chance. The 100 girlfriends who really like me. All right, this sounds ridiculous, right? This sounds stupid as hell, but the way they do the characters and the girls in this show is actually really well done. It's basically this guy, instead of having one soulmate that God wrote, he put 2 zeros. It's anime, guys. Like, I don't know what else to say. But it's a harem anime. I know you guys are like, oh, this is so stupid, blah, blah, blah. It's got its own allure to it. It's a comedy romance of the season, and they did it a lot better than some of the other romances that are coming out recently. And I think if you really are really down it and you haven't given it a chance, definitely try it, man. The first episode, you'll definitely fall in love with some aspects of the show, and if it's not for you, it's not for you. But seriously, give it a try, and if not, then you don't have to. Now, our dating experience, the experience you and the experience me. I think Khalil talked about this in a recent video. I'm not going to touch too much on it, but she's obviously experienced, and he's not. It's what you would expect from like a typical mid-romance. But if you want something to watch and something you're a sucker for that type of shows, then go for it. I mean, but really, it's not too great. Ragna Crimson. I was super hyped for this show. I've seen so much stuff on it. The fighting is great. The animation is sick. Like they do a lot of stuff well. But the thing that I struggled with was the whole premise at the start was basically saving this girl and basically killing all of the dragons. Right? These dragons are beings that kill humans and are basically kind of like demons, but they're called dragons. And it's all about saving this girl, and he doesn't have the power. He's weak, but his future self comes to him in the time of need where he has the powers and gives them to him. But the issue is he saves the girl and then ditches her because she's not strong enough to fight the dragons with him, and he doesn't want to risk her getting hurt. But the whole premise was about their relationship, and you see their development, and it kind of just snaps their fingers and it goes away, and it kind of just goes in this entire different plot and different like direction. So I think they could have done it a little different. I don't know, if whatever you guys feel, you can leave a comment. But I think Ragna Crimson kind of dropped the ball with that whole relationship being the center of the start, and then kind of just dropping it and moving forward. So I didn't understand the point, but you know. Next, I'm gonna hit you guys up with Berserk of Gluttony. If you ever heard of an MMO, I mean, the fight scenes are cool, the abilities are cool. It's just like the characters and the relationships really don't make a lot of sense. Like the main character and like a royal knight, pretty much, Roxy. He loves this girl, wants to protect her, and basically he has a skill called Gluttony. The more people he kills, he can steal their stats. So, but she doesn't know that, and he goes around kind of killing things and protecting her. But they don't really kind of like connect and have a relationship whatsoever. I mean, it's episode 10, 9, and you know he's still killing things the same way he was in episode 2, and it kind of feels like it's on a repeat almost. And I really wish they did more with the development of the relationship, because it would feel some actual progression in the show, but it hasn't. So, all right. Deadmount Death Play Part 2. I heard it's coming together. I heard it's good. So if you're looking for a little twist on another reincarnation anime that's got some originality to it, go for it, man. This is another, Part 2 is coming together. So, and here's one of the last ones. A Return of Magic should be special. I mean, I feel like they followed the webtoon pretty well, and I think they did pretty good for what they had. The start of the anime is almost exactly like the webtoon, so they didn't like drop the ball there. I think they should have just made the webtoon way more interesting from the start, and that would grab people's attention, and then you could go further into the plot. But that kind of doesn't really happen there. They kind of just start off with it's not super engaging start when the plot in itself is very engaging. So if they kind of drop the ball there. A Girl and Her Guard Dog. This is a romance anime, basically, where this overage guy who's 26 falls in love with a 16-year-old, and he kind of protects her. He's her bodyguard, and he's actually took care of her since she was a child. It feels a little predatory. It's just weird, man. I would not give that one a try. I'm sorry. It's a very weird plot, and it's just kind of this like savior kind of complex with the guy always saving her and kind of coming there at the end of the day, and just it's weird. Just I don't know what's happening. I'm giving the disgraced noble lady I rescued a crash course in naughtiness. Yeah, basically it's this guy. His name is Alan. He's a wizard. He saved her. He's known as a demon lord, but he really isn't. He saved her when she was an escapee from a country because she was wanted. But basically, she was like Cinderella. She was forced to clean and do everything like that. And then she kind of escaped because she was falsely prosecuted for a crime she didn't commit. And he saved her. And he's basically teaching her how to, enjoy the daily things like eating sweets and like doing stuff like that. The quote unquote naughty things in life to enjoy and to do, and not just focus on what you need to do and the good things that you need to do. So it's definitely interesting, but it's definitely the romance of the season as well. So if you like that sort of thing, go for it. And I think that's about to wrap up the seasonal anime that I've watched that I kind of had an input on. Hopefully this gives you guys some better insight on what to watch and what not to watch. And good luck, bro.
Some other animes that was not mentioned, but obviously you should probably go check out and watch, are one, Spy Family Season 2. Pretty good, fun story, Spy Family. Next one, The Apothecary Diaries. Interesting series, female lead, very, very interesting. I like her. She's actually an appealing female character. Well done, well designed. And Shy is a pretty good series. I watched only the first 5 episodes of it, so if the opinion is changed, my bad. But so far, I like it. So these are my 3 animes to add onto this list. And make sure you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you go ahead and share this with a friend if you want to. And leave down in the comment section down below what you think is the best anime of the fall 2023 season. What's your favorite anime to watch of the season? What do you enjoyed most? What things we left off that we should have left on, and what things we could have done better? Anyways, MCpodcast is signing out. Stay men of culture and women of culture, my peoples. Peace.